We're not doing a very good job at liquidating to begin with, but I guess you got to start somewhere. And so they've started at 20%. Okay, friends, I am headed to Joann Fabrics. Now, you all know that the Joann Fabrics in my town closed up a while ago, last year sometime, I can't remember when. So I had to start going to another Joann's that's about 35, 40 minutes away from where I live. And so that was my store now after, the one in my town closed up. Now, the whole fiasco. They ended up liquidating Joann. Someone bought it out to liquidate it. And so that means there's no more Joann Fabrics ever. It's just terrible, really. I just really can't believe that someone didn't step up and buy it. And, I just don't know. But anyway, so store-wide sale, 40% off. And I'm headed there to see what deals your girl can find. Now, I'm looking for certain things. I'm looking for gauze. I'm looking for linen. I'm looking for some flannel, maybe by the bolt. I don't know. I haven't decided, because I have to see it first and see what they have, which maybe they don't have anything. I don't know. The last time I was there, which was last week, before they said that they were store-wide closing and liquidating, they had a ton, and they had like stacks upon stacks upon stacks of bolts that they hadn't even put out onto the shelf yet. So yeah, I'm guessing there's probably a ton of fabric, I don't know, for sale still there. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm gonna take you along with me, and we can see what's going on in this Joann store. So yeah. Okay, so I just came out of Joann Fabrics, and honestly, I am not all that impressed at all with the sales that they had going on. Not at all. When I went on my app this morning, it said 40% store-wide off, and I thought, oh, it's all 40% off. Well, no, it's not. It says up to 40% off. I mean, honestly, you get better deals with the coupons that they used to give out than what you had here. Because, I bought a bunch of stuff, but that's only because I needed to make this flannel quilt for a man, and it was an outdoorsy thing. So I figured I would just grab all the flannel while I was looking at it. It ended up being like $6.99 a yard, and you had to buy a whole yard. I know. So that kind of stunk. They had a ton of stock, and I overheard the workers saying that they were still getting in stock right now, and they can't put it up fast enough because they just have so much of it, and they're trying to deal with customers at the same time. It just doesn't look pretty, friends, at all. Not at all for the Joann workers anyways, and for the people who are going in there buying the fabric. Come on, liquidators. You can do better than this, right? That's what I'm saying. I was really kind of bummed. I'm like, where are the deals? When are they going to put the deals up? I went down the kids' toy aisle because they have all this section like crafty stuff and toys for kids and such. So I was looking for my grandkids. It was only 20% off of the already spiked price, right? I'm at a stoplight. That's what I'm looking at, yeah. So, yeah, so I was kind of like, whatever. That really stunk, because you mean to tell me that you are liquidating and you're not even really marking anything down? Where are the deals? Nobody's going to buy that even at 20% off most of those toys. Like the bins and stuff, they have better deals when, like the storage and the bins, they were only 20% off. All the lights and... it was really kind of a joke, to be honest, in my opinion. But yeah, I spent like $200 anyways, even without the deals. For the most part, the fabric was about 20 or 30% off. That's it. I didn't see any fabric that was really 40% off, but I did find some gauze, not in the section where the gauze is, because I went there to look first. You know, the bubble gauze or the double gauze that they have is really good there, but they didn't really have a good selection because it looked picked over, but the price was not good. So even with the percentage off that they had, I think it ended up still being like really expensive, like still like $10 a yard or something. So I didn't get it there. But when I went over to look at where the clearance stuff was, it's kind of way in the back. This is a much bigger store than the store in my town. So if you go to the way back, they actually have this whole clearance section on top of the clearance section that's up toward the front. So in the back, there was this whole bolt of navy gauze, which I already have navy gauze at home that I have not used yet. Yeah, so, but it was the last chance green, so it was 60% off. So I wanted to make sure I took advantage of that because it ended up being $6 a yard. So I think I got like 6 yards because that's what it takes for me to make a quilt. Well, it really takes only about 5 yards for me to make a quilt, but I got 6 just in case if I was making a bigger one. And yeah, so I got 6 yards at $6 a yard, which is really good for the bubble gauze because it's typically, I think, $15 a yard. So that was probably the best deal of the day. And then I just got a bunch of 1 yard cuts of the flannel that I needed to make this quilt. And I just got like 3 other prints that I thought were cute. The red gingham and the pink gingham and, oh yeah, the star fabric in like a quilty design. That was pretty. I had bought some of the other quilt design pattern in different colors before, so I knew I liked it, but I didn't get the gray, so I went ahead and just got a 1 yard cut of the gray because, you know, you can always use that in something. I make a ton of scrappy quilts, so yeah, it'll be used. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I got. Hopefully I was smart enough and put it up on the screen here as you're watching this when I go to edit this video. But yeah, kind of bummed for real. Not a real good day. Although my pocketbook felt it at $200. But yeah, I don't know. I asked the ladies, when's the real deal gonna come? You know, when are the? She's like, I don't know. They don't know nothing. And they had like, I'm gonna say maybe a 1/4 yard of fabric that was left on this bolt, and I'm like, well, I'll take that if you're gonna just throw it in there, right? I mean, it was so small and it was like the end. And she goes, actually my boss said that we couldn't even do that we had to sell all of the remnants because they're liquidating. Well, whatever. Oh my goodness, back in the day they would just give it to us sometimes, the ends, you know. And there was barely, I don't even think there was a 1/4 yard there, friends. I'm like, are you for real? So yeah, they can keep it at that point. I'm not taking it just for spite. I don't know. They're not doing a very good job at liquidating to begin with, but I guess you got to start somewhere. And so they've started at 20% and some 30% and some 40%, and that's it. And you know, of course, you have your last chance at 60. Yeah. Absolutely no batting was left. None at all. I mean, I was just there like, what, a week and a half ago? And they had a ton of batting, and then all of a sudden it's not there. I guess, you know, for 20% off the regular price, people were jumping on it. But yeah, there was none left. I got that really nice batting there the last time I was there. It's called, they're natural with the 100% cotton scrim on it, and it is so nice. So anyways, I'm headed home. I'll edit this video, put up the shots I took inside, and yeah, we'll call it a day. Until next time on the Sewing Channel, take care.